What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shark Talk. Today we'll be talking about Uncharted 4 and game padding through its combat. Game padding has been around forever and has taken many forms. When games finally came to the home console, padding was a welcome addition. As arcade games were designed to get the most coins out of your pocket, home consoles derived the same spirit of this by trying to make the game last longer by adding more enemies, more grinding, and general padding to increase the game's lifespan, but mostly to add value to your purchase. Now, fast forward 30 years, padding is still alive and well, and the most notorious is padding a game through its combat. Recently, I played one of the most anticipated games of my year. It's Uncharted 4. Now, Uncharted and other Naughty Dog games have always had a problem with combat padding, as in the early Uncharted's, Nates would just be about to unveil another critical plot point, and then 200 pirates/mercenaries/500-year-old English gangsters would seemingly pop out of nowhere and for no reason other than to push the plot forward through combat padding. But this is what surprised me about Uncharted 4. As I was playing the opening scenes, there's practically no fighting at all. It's basically just Nate and this cast of characters setting the stage for this final adventure. And I think this works incredibly well. Forcing combat into these sequences would fragment the tone they were trying to set for the game. It's not a game about Nate's insatiable taste for murder, but rather his new life, and the internal trials he undergoes to try to move past his treasure hunting days. I think the boldest statement a game can make is not the tone or narrative, but understanding how to tell a story and not force combat into a good hour or two. Having the courage to let the player sit and hear a story in a medium where it takes a back seat makes a statement that the developers believe in, and the players should too. Combat for so many games is just a throwaway mechanic to add more hours into the game and to create this false sense of struggle for the main character. But the only struggle I'm having is struggling to keep playing. This may be why Telltale has found such success recently, as they are trying to tell a story as best as they can in the genre of game that they create. See, the adventure game caters to the non-combative, narrative-driven game, which is really a rarity nowadays in video games. Now, I'm not saying all combat is bad or the in-game difficulty curve should disappear, but what I'm trying to say is if the narrative the game is telling disagrees with an excessive array of combat, the fun disappears and boredom slowly takes over. Combat padding makes me feel like I'm wasting my time to get to a conclusion that should have happened 2 hours ago. I'm looking at you, Arkham Knight. So at the end of the day, I guess it's all about cohesion and game continuity. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some treasure to go hunt. See you guys later.